Yes, dearest youngsters, welcome. Congratulations for being regular. Thanks that you gave me a chance this way from last 565 days. Every day we are studying Geetha without break. And really, I appreciate your efforts. We should pray that these efforts will be fruitful in inspiring us or empowering us with the right knowledge and wisdom. The seven things today also, Katha Upanishad learning with little meaning, VALMIKI Ramayana, KACHCHITH SARGA, Rama teaching general and Rajaneethi Dharma to Bharata by way of asking questions. In Gita today we will see how the Jeeva jumps from one to the other Sharira. Before that, Taittiriya Brahmana Parayanam, before that, Sahanavatu, Sankalpa, before that, सबसे पहले 2 minutes of common sense thought like every day. Remember, having made you and as human, having given us best of the abilities, especially of the buddhi, and also being himself ready to help us, the Lord keeps away, leaving to us by giving us the total freedom. This buddhi you have to use and discuss and discover the goals for us, spiritual and worldly. Now, today's topic is what? Once we have matured in our intellects, in choosing the goals, spiritual to एक ही है परमात्मा प्राप्ति. In your world, the professional goals and all. That once the goal is decided and chosen, when we have to walk to reach to that goal, the path, how many our inner and outer obstacles come? See to that inspiration is not lost. Okay, the memory about the goal is not lost. The desire for the goal is not lost. The inquisitiveness, the excitement, the what do you call the inner deep urge, I must achieve it wala. ये क्या है ना, for various reasons they get leaked away. Then even though at right time with right thinking we may had decided a great goal with all resources, abilities, yet we end up in reaching nowhere. May it not happen to. I can't tell it to the people who are 70 years old. अब हो गया उनका. If I tell them, it is for the next life's preparation. But you all are just starting the life. Our own mind, weak mind, our own senses, powerful senses, our own body, the lazy body, our own friends, uninformed. Let us not blame them. They are ignorant, that's it. They are the various things where our intellect, when it is exposed, that intellect loses that inspiration of walking the path to reach the goal. प्रोटेक्ट करना है हमारे अपने बुद्धि बुद्धि के अंदर के लक्ष्य प्राप्ति के निश्चय को. Isn't it? And also, not only that, by the time we listen to others, by the time we spend time with others, discuss with others, involve anything, it can be objects or things or beings or situations, the energy of the mind, energy of the body, energy of the senses, which are so less, they are wasted in them. Then you have though interest to reach the goal, अब energy नहीं है. Energy है, but you are tempted by something else. Never you go for it, forget the goal. To think about this danger. It is I only by God's grace, Guru's grace, decided this and this as the goal, spiritual and world wala. Now, is it not my responsibility to reach the goal? Then is it not my responsibility to walk on the path? Is not my responsibility to keep inspired to walk and keep energetic to walk? It's not my responsibility. मेरे गोल के लिए और आपके गोल के लिए आप नहीं हो क्या? Then should we not have that maturity to fulfill that responsibility in which we are every moment aware as to what are the ones which are leaking my inspirations, which are taking, what do you call, leaking all my energies, capacities. I have to be watchful, I have to be careful. Go to only those places where the inspiration is doubled. Do only those things which energize us, not those who sapidity पूरा हमारा निकाल देने वाले एक्टिविटी है. Let us reduce them. Otherwise, life is so ordinarily lived like a buffalo animal. खाए पिए सोए बस. So some philosophy बात करते हैं, हाँ, they are fortunate fellows, therefore they reach the goal. Nobody is fortunate. Fortune is the lady luck is nowhere there. As you work, so the luck comes. She doesn't favor any one person for any reason. What they have done in the past has come here in the form of convenience. That's all. Oh, he's a very rich fellow's rich father's son. Therefore, he could go to tuitions and all. Therefore, he got the great marks. Why did he born in that family? Why are you not born such family? So that is again, it's our own reason. So that way, don't blame, don't give the other reasons. Take full onus and responsibility on us, both to double the inspiration and double triple the energy powers, and work vigorously and keep on achieving स्मॉलर बिगर. कल तो हमने दूसरी बात बताई ना, छोटे छोटा स्मॉलर से लेकर बिगर goals we have to achieve. With that habit of achieving goals, when we turn into spirituality, spiritual goal also can be actualized, realized. I'm having Bhagavad Anubhuti, Bhagavad Darshanam, but the onus always is in our hands. Throughout the day, watchful about yourselves. Which are the unwanted activities where my energy is wasted? Unwanted thoughts, where the distractions are increased, unwanted interactions with people which are creating the likes, dislikes or hatred, angers and all. No need. गोल है तो दिमाग लगाओ उसमें बस लगे रहो. Be single pointed this way. When you fail, nobody, even though can come and sympathize, can't help you. People will be around you when you succeed. But when you fail, nobody can share it. That's personal dukkha. Our sukha of success others can share. And our dukkha failure, you can't even give it to others, even though they want to take. Because you can't be free from that dukkha of failure. Life itself should be a saga of continuous successes. Total life has to be successful. So today's thought is, don't allow the inspiration to be lost. Don't allow the energy to be lost. Regarding the goal, regarding the means to reach the goal, energy is required. अब क्या करना तुम लोग सोच रहे हो, because I can't generalize and tell them, though it can be. Each one is got lost in something or the other. You all know it. The things and beings and situations. Nothing should be important. Nobody should be important to us other than our glorious goals. Yes, our gurus are important. They guide us. Our teachers are important. They mentor us. Our parents are important. They take care of us. Some friends who are helping us in reaching the goal. And those who obstruct us in reaching goal, they are enemies in the form of friends. Like the Dushasana, Karna, Shakuni. Are they friends or enemies to Duryodhana? They acted like friends, but they were enemies. They were the ones who continuously coaxed him to be negative. सब मिल के मर गए फिर. Where have encouraged Ravanasura? They are not Mitra, they are all Shatrus only, acted like Mitra. So in your own circle, who take you to those activities by which your energies are gone, who talk to you those type of topics or ways by which your inspiration for the goal is gone, they are Shatru in the form of Mitra. Beware of them. तो एक्चुअली जो शत्रु के रूप में एक्ट करते हैं ना, दे आर बेटर बिकॉज यू नो दे आर शत्रुस, यू कीप देम अवे. बट दोज हु एक्ट लाइक मित्र बट दे आर शत्रु, they also even don't know that they are acting like Shatru. Like the mosquito doesn't know that it is inducing the malaria in us. It doesn't know. वो जानबूझकर ऐसा नहीं कर, मैं इसको खून पी लूंगा, इसको मलेरिया चढ़ाऊंगा. अरे है ना, the birds never think. तो जैसे मेरे को खा रहा है ना, इसको मैं बर्ड फ्लू चढ़ाता हूँ. स्वाइन्स नेवर थिंक मेरे को खा रहा है, इसको स्वाइन फ्लू चढ़ाता हूँ. द बैक्टीरिया नेवर थिंक्स कि मैं इसको अटैक करके ना इसके पार्ट्स को खत्म करता हूँ. It doesn't think. It is eating. That's it. You have to protect yours from them. So to the friends around, they don't think कि तेरे को सत्यानाश करना है. They don't think about what they do is that only. You have to have dimag to protect yourself from them. Because lastly, you are answerable, questionable about your own life for yourself. ओके, इतना आज काफ़ी है. पर ब्रह्मणे श्रुति मात्रे समस्त ब्रह्म भक्ति योग धर्म विद्या आचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः. श्री कृष्णचंद्र परब्रह्मणे गीता मात्रे वेदव्यास महर्षि नमः. श्री रामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे रामायण शास्त्राय वाल्मीकि महर्षि नमः. श्री कठोपनिषद श्रुति मात्रे यमधर्मराजाय नचिकेतसे नमः. तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्तं ब्रह्मात्मैक्यमोध श्रुति स्मृति पुराणे इतिहासोक्त भगवत भागवत ऋषिमुनि गुरुदेवता दर्शनानुग्रह प्राप्ति सनातन धर्म से वैदिक हिंदू संस्कृति सांप्रदाय शास्त्राणां पुनरुत्थान जागरण विश्वव्याप्ति विश्वध्यात्मिक प्रगति विश्वशांति कल्याण एकता अस्मिन् धर्म संस्थापने कंकणबद्ध अस्माकं सर्वेषां निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थं राम मंदिरवत् समस्त मंदिराणाम् आश्रमाणां पुण्यक्षेत्राणां विश्वविद्यालयानाम् अवाप्ति तेषु निरंतर साधना शास्त्र अध्ययन अध्यापन उपासना योगादीनां द्वारा मोक्ष धर्म पुरुषार्थ प्रचारेण विश्वशांति कल्याण एकता प्राप्त्यर्थं सनातन धर्मस्य भारतवर्षस्य बाह्याभ्यन्तरे स्थित सर्वेषां शत्रूणां विघ्नानां समूल निर्मूलन विनाशनार्थं अस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां युवानां संकल्पित सत्कर्मसु दिग्विजयार्थं तेषां हृदये परब्रह्म भगवतः गुरु शास्त्र सत्संग साधना देश धर्म सनातन धर्म माता पितृ सेवा भक्ति द्वारा जन्म साफल्यार्थम अनेक शास्त्राणाम् अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मध्ये शांति मंत्रोच्चारणं तैत्तिरीय ब्राह्मण वेद पारायणं गीता पंचदशोध्याय अध्ययनं पारायणम् अध्ययनं वाल्मीकि रामायणम् अयोध्याकांडं शततम सर्ग कच्चित् सर्ग से पारायणम् अध्ययनं कठोपनिषद कृष्णयजुर्वेदीय पारायणम् अर्थाविष्करणं जन्म साफल्यार्थम अभिवृद्ध्यर्थम मोक्षार्थम विश्व कल्याणार्थम सनातन धर्मार्थम वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे. संकल्प डन. Let us do the chantings. Om 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 Sahana Vavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavaditamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwarah गुरु साक्षात् परम ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः. वैदिक चैंटिंग आज थोड़ा ही करेंगे. ओम श्री 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 वेदमात्रे नमः. अथ श्री कृष्णयजुर्वेदीय तैत्तिरीय ब्राह्मणं द्वितीयाष्टकं षष्ठ प्रपाठकस्य पारायणौ. अथ नवम मंत्रादारभ्य. ओम सुरावन्तं बर्हिषदगं सुवीरं यज्ञगं हिन्वन्ति महिषा नमोभिः दधाना सोमं दिवि देवतासु मदेमेन्द्रं यजमाना स्वर्गाः यस्तेरससंभृत ओषधीषु सोमस्य शुष्मस्सुरया सुतस्य तेन जिन्वयजमानं मदेन सरस्वतीमश्विनाविन्द्रमग्निं यमश्विना नमुचेरासुरादधे सरस्वत्यसनोदिन्द्रियाय इमन्तगं शुक्रं मधुमन्तमिन्दुं सोमगं राजानमिह भक्षयामि यदत्र रिक्तगं रसिनः सुतस्य यदिन्द्रो अपि भक्षचीभिः अहं तदस्य मनसा शिवेन सोमगं राजानमिह भक्षयामि. पितृभ्यः स्वधाविभ्यः स्वधा नमः. पितामहेभ्यः स्वधाविभ्यः स्वधा नमः. प्रपितामहेभ्यः स्वधाविभ्यः स्वधा नमः. अक्षन् पितरः अमीमि मदन्त पितरः अतितृप्तन्त पितरः अमीमृजन्त पितरः पितरः शुन्धध्वं पुनन्तु मा पितरः सौम्यासः पुनन्तु मा पितामहः पुनन्तु प्रपितामहः पवित्रेण शतायुषा पुनन्तु मा पितामहः पुनन्तु प्रपितामहः पवित्रेण शतायुषा. विश्वमायुर्व्यश्नवै अग्न आयोगं शिपवनेऽग्ने पवस्व पवमानः सुवर्धनः पुनन्तु मा देवजनाः जातवेदः पवित्रवद्यते पवित्रमर्चिषि उभाभ्यां देवसवितर्वैश्व देवे पुनते ये समानः समनसः पितरो यमराज्ये तेषां लोकस्वधानमः यज्ञो देवेषु कल्पताम् ये स जाताः समनसः जीवा जीवेषु मामकाः तेषागं श्रीर्मयि कल्पताम् अस्मिन् लोके शतकं समाः द्वे श्रुते अश्रुवणवं पितॄणाम् अहं देवानामुतमर्त्यानां याभ्यामिदं विश्वमेजत्समेति यदन्तरा विदरं मातरञ्च इदगं हविः प्रजननं मे अस्तु दशवीरगं सर्वगणगस्वस्तये आत्मसनि प्रजासनि पशुसन्यभयसनि लोकसनि अग्निः प्रजां बहुलां मे करोतु अन्नं पयोरेतो अस्मासु दत्त रायस्पोषमिषमूर्जमस्मासु दीधरत् स्वाहा इन्द्रियाय पितरश्शतायुषा पुनन्तु मा पितामहाः पुनन्तु प्रपितामहाः कल्पतागस्वस्तये पंच च। ओम शांति शांति शांति। यही रोक लेते हैं। Om. Now Srimad Bhagavad Gita is the actual text. We started text studying and we have added Ramayana, other stotrams, hundreds of them. But main thing Gita is going on. Gita is Vijaya Grantham, Gita is Moksha Grantham. Vijaya is outer Vijaya, inner Vijaya, and Moksha is finally discovering our infinite nature status. So we have to have that type of aptitude to study, attention to study, love to study, willingness, and also to do sadhana. These are the ones in every life. When you go on adding, improving, then in one of the lives, totally a dedicated spiritual seeker we become, taking the help of Gita and Upanishads. We do sadhana under the guidance and protection of Gurus, and we reach out. Welcome. We are into the 15th chapter. 2 days we have spent in understanding what is Jeeva. Today we will see simply very small portion how the Jeeva goes from one to the other. How the goes means शरीर छोड़ के जाएगा ही वो, but how he takes all his indriyas ityadi with him. So let us do the chanting of these. What is it? 7th shloka once, 8th once, 9th 4 times. These are the ones we do today. Simple meanings. Tomorrow, Valo, again that needs the summarizing of all that is done about the Jiva. So we'll take it exhaustively. So let us chant once 7th, twice 8th, 4 times 9th. Om Sri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Sri Geetha Sharanam Mama, Sri Vyasa Sharanam Mama, Sri Sadguru Sharanam Mama, Sri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Sharanam Mama, Sharanam Mama. Om Sri Krishna Parabrahmane Namaha, Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Atha Panchadashodhyayah, Purushottama Yoga, Saptashtanama Shlokau, Sri Bhagavanuvaja. ममैवांशो जीवलोके जीवभूतः सनातनः मनः षष्ठानीन्द्रियाणि प्रकृतिस्थानि कर्षते. Once. शरीरं यदवाप्नोति यच्छाप्युत्क्रामतीश्वरः गृहीत्वैतानि संयाति वायुर्गन्धानि वाशयात्. शरीरं यदवाप्नोति यच्छाप्युत्क्रामतीश्वरः गृहीत्वैतानि संयाति वायुर्गन्धानि वाशयात्. Now 9th mantra 4 times. Shrotram chakshuh sparshanam cha, Shrotram chakshuh sparshanam cha, Shrotram chakshuh sparshanam cha, Shrotram chakshuh sparshanam cha, Rasanam jnanameva cha, Rasanam ghranameva cha, Rasanam ghranameva cha, रसनं घ्राणमेव च रसनं घ्राणमेव च अधिष्ठाय मनश्चायम् अधिष्ठाय मनश्चायम् अधिष्ठाय मनश्चायम् अधिष्ठाय मनश्चायम् विष विषयानुपसेवते 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 टुगेदर श्रीभगवानुवाच श्रोत्रं चक्षुस्पर्शनं च रसनं घ्राणमेव च अधिष्ठाय मनश्चायं विषयानुपसेवते श्रोत्रं चक्षुः स्पर्शनं च रसनं घ्राणमेव च अधिष्ठाय मनश्चायं विषयानुपसेवते. Done. Okay, now just refreshing for 2 minutes. What is who is Jiva? Mamaivamsho Jiva. Jiva Loke Jiva Bhutah Sanatanah. Each word is million rupees value. Exhaustively Visa. Paramatma is infinite. On him, finitudes can only be imagined, projected. He cannot be made into finite pieces. If it is made, he will no more be there. Therefore, even though the word used is amsha or anga or bhaga, it is this inseparable amsha, inseparable anga, inseparable bhaga. So, how do you say that? Only when you know that Jiva is a bhavana only, a concept, a thought. Exhaustively, we have understood it. I am not Paramatma. I am this Dehendriya Mana Buddhyadi, which is called as a Jiva, is only a concept. Like I am not the man, I am a husband, is a concept through the conditioning of wife. Just because he is suffering throughout life as a husband, he never ceases to be a man because man is the substratum. Without changing the man even an iota, the husbandhood is superimposed on him through the condition, and the husband is suffering. So, without myself being away from my essential Sachidananda Paramatma Swarupa, on me only in Jiva Bhava and individuality is projected. And this also technically we have studied this topic in which chapter 13th में हमने पढ़ा था कि भगवान is Prakriti, in that Prakriti only Mahat, from the Mahat only all the three types of Ahankara, from that only the whole world made, and in that you and I as Jiva, that part of Paramahansa's Prakriti is in us. In that also there is Vishesha Aham Vritti. In that Vishesha Aham Vritti, the reflection of Paramatma, identifying with that reflection, that Aham becomes enlivened Aham. He is called as Jiva. Like a mirror or a water. When the sun or moonlight falls, a particular place only it is reflected, not everywhere. That particular place is called Aham in our Antakarana. Okay, in our Antakarana, Chit expresses as Chit Abhas. Then that Aham becomes conscious thought, conscious I thought. That conscious I thought also has the capacity of knowing, identifying, doing, and enjoying. Therefore, he knows the Buddhi, Indriya, Ityadi. And he identifies Buddhi, Indriya, Ityadi. And he does the work through them. And then he enjoys the Sukha Dukkha. He is called as Jiva. It's all concept. Like the hero. It's only concept. On that man, the particular role of the hero or villain are projected. Then he does those activities and he goes through that Sukha Dukkha. Really, he'll have to bring those emotions of crying. Then only the public will appreciate. At the time of crying, he really cries. Forgets that he is the man who is only playing this role. कभी कभी वो शॉट नहीं बना, टेक 10 बार करते हैं, 10 बार उसको रोना पड़ेगा। रोना कहो, हंसना कहो, गाली देना कहो, कुछ भी कहो, वॉट एवर इज डूइंग इज यू एंड आई ऑल्सो, till we recognize our own real self, we live the conceptual life of I am Jiva. And it is giving some comfort, it is giving some pleasures, just like a drunkard, a drug addict gets habituated to it, just like a youth gets habituated to the comfort of a sofa, comfort of a cell phone, comfort of the bhoga in that. Particularly, in general, the jiva finds comfort in it. Therefore, he doesn't want to leave it and discover his essential self, which is more comfortable than this, more bigger than, more infinite. इसी को मोह कहते हैं. What is moha? Leaving the higher for the sake of lower and not ready to leave the lower for the sake of higher. गीता क्लास को छोड़कर इधर उधर भटकना, भटकने को छोड़कर गीता क्लास में नहीं आना, दिस इज डेल्यूशन. पढ़ाई को छोड़कर घूम घामना, घूम घामने को छोड़कर पढ़ाई में नहीं आना, दिस कॉल्ड मोल डेल्यूशन. Leaving our essential self as Paramatma and becoming Jiva, not ready to leave the Jiva Bhava and get identified with the Paramatma, this is Moha. And this has no other solution than in a committed way reversing it. Everywhere. You have to be committed to. Gum gam na chodo, padai mein aa jao. That is the only solution for the delusion. There is no other solution. What is the solution for you to leave your gum gam and come to the class? Nothing. You leave that and come. That's it. There is no other way. तो तुम्हारे हाथ में है उसको छोड़कर इसमें आना. That depends on your दृढ़ निश्चय, your real guts in the intellect. What helps is the glory of this thing and the shortcomings in that. This is called Mahatmya Jnana, that is called as Dosha Drishti. जहाँ जहाँ फंसे हैं उसका दोष दृष्टि होना है, जहाँ जहाँ आगे बढ़ना है वहाँ महात्मा ज्ञान होना चाहिए. So the Mahatma Jnana in spirituality is when you know the self, yad gatvan anivartante taddhama param mama. When you experience it, you will experience infinite bliss. So this Mahatma Jnana should inspire you to come to class. And the shortcomings there what? जितना भी करो क्या है, तुम छोटे छोटे सुख के लिए दिल दिमाग सब खराब कर रहे हो. And in short, the precious human life only you are wasting. Out of hundreds of lives as mosquitoes, buffaloes and all, we got the human life. Should we not make use of it? It's like the old days. एक बस चला गया सुबह, चढ़े नहीं तो 3 घंटे तक दूसरा बस नहीं आता. छोटी ये मनुष्य चला गया तो 20 जन्म तक दूसरा नहीं आएगा, 1000 जन्म. कभी कभी 1000 lives you go through all, every animal insect in the world depending on our prarabdha and vasana. Now we got such a precious human life. How can we waste it for the animalistic things? This is called as Pratipaksha Bhavana. And when I know the self, it is infinite bliss. It is called Mahatma Jnana. With this, we have to come out of the delusions of involving in the nonsense, not involving in the sensible. Thereby rejecting the nonsense, involving in the sensible. Understood na? Mamaivamsho Jiva Loke Jiva Bhutaha. And Sanatana, chali raha hai, chali raha hai, chali raha hai. It is in our hands to come out. Okay. If you come out, for that you have to do Asanga Shastrena Drudhena Chitva and Tata Padam Tatmarimaritabhyam, which will be told. If you don't do, then as a Jiva, how you transmigrate from one body to the other, that is little bit touched here. For that, in this particular shloka, in the second line, what is said is Mamaivamsho Jivaloke Jiva Sanatanaha Manaha Shashtani Indriyani Prakrutistani Karshit. Okay, the indriyas that are there in all the six, in the all the indriya golakas and the mind also, this jiva karshati. He owns them, he uses them. And then when he will have to leave this body, he will go to the next sharira setup. तब ये सारा सेटअप ले जाकर वहां फिर से अपना दुकान खोलेगा. इतना ही है द नेक्स्ट 9th श्लोक का अर्थ, और 8th श्लोक का. 8th श्लोक which I entered, now I am telling you the meaning. What is that? Shariram yat avapnoti yat cha api utkramati ishvara gruhitva etani samyati vayuhu gandhan iva ashayat. So, when he leaves this body, yat avapnoti shariram. Shariram yat avapnoti means whichever the new body he gets. Not said whether it's human or देवता शरीर और पशु पक्षी कोई भी हो जो मिलेगा इसको अपने प्रारब्ध से when he goes into new body or yachopi utkramati when he gets away from the utkramana means leaving and going away. Either this body leaves and goes and he is entering the next one उसको छोड़कर और तीसरे में जाना पड़ेगा ना जाना तो पड़ेगा लगातार in both cases. The two cases are while exiting from a body and then entering into the next body. In both times, Shariram yadavapnoti entering, Utkramati exiting. In both cases, what happens to him? What he does is Shariram yadavapnati echa Utkramati ati Ishvara because he is the Jiva, Swami of all these faculties. Therefore, Yachap Ishvara Gruhitva etani samyak yat. Taking the set of six things of Jnanendriyas and Mana, he sanyat. You can add, even though not said, the Karmendriyas and the remaining Antakarana, Buddhi, Chitta, Ahankara. तो यहाँ मन षष्ठानि इंद्रियाणि कहा तो 5 इंद्रियास and mana. But it goes without saying that कर्मेंद्रिय भी चाहिए because after receiving from Jnanendriya to respond in Karmendriya. So to the mind only perceives, you need the buddhi to think and decide, chitta for memory, aham to conduct. Therefore, even though mana is said, you have to take it as Brahmachita Ankara. Even though Indriyani Pan said, you have to take the 10 Indriyas. Karmendriyas. So all these 14 faculties, which is called Sukshma Sharir, usko lekar, Gruhitva etani samyak yati. He leaves this abode and goes. And wherever he enters, उसको फिर वहाँ सब फैलाएगा उस शरीर में. Then he will enjoy it. That will be told in the next sloka. तो वायुर्गंधानि वा आशयात. Example is like the vayu, wherever it is flowing, of that ashaya, the support, whatever the gandha smell is there, उसको लेकर जाता है. Ashaya is support, gandha is fragrance. तो if रोज गार्डन से वायु गुजर रहा है तो रोज फ्लावर इज आशया उसके ऊपर द रोज स्मेल गंध है उसको लेकर वाफ्ट इट गोज टू सम अदर प्लेस. So to this you and me Jiva, when you leave this body, all these 14 faculties we are given, we take with us. A suitcase हमारा हम ले जाते. Now इसमें lot of details are there. One only I touch one or two. Therefore in this life these given 14 faculties, if you have destroyed them, mitigated them, mutilated them, spoiled them, वही वाला सामान हमको मिलेगा. Or in this very life, preciously, consciously, while using these faculties, and also have done the upasana, vadhisthana, devatas, and then made these faculties better, then the better things only will be given to us in the next life. Like in this life, you have done lot of Vedic mantra, Geetha, chantings, and they are in your memory. Next life, एक बार पढ़ दो सब आ जाते. In this life, all the dirt and filth of the worldliness you filled in your chitta memory, that will go with you next life. So in this life, you are very arrogant, crooked fellow. That ego only goes with you. Or in this, you are simple, humble, loving, that goes with you. So in this life, by guidance of Guru and self-effort, you made your buddhi sharp and subtle, very good. That will go with you. You, by the company of stupid fellows equal like you, make your buddhi absolutely blunt. वही वाला तुमको देगा भगवान, उसी को लेना. So to the mind made calm, quite peaceful, single-minded, that goes with you. Mind spoiled with all raga, tvesha, kama, krodha, that goes with you. So to misuse the ज्ञानेंद्रियास, भगवान भी वैसे ही देंगे उनको. Misuse the कर्मेंद्रियास, उसको भी वैसे ही देंगे. So therefore, protect all these faculties, divinize them in this life. They are given to you next time. You can make best use of them. That's what this sloka's meaning. शरीरं यत् अवाप्नोति यत च अभि उत्क्रामति ईश्वरः. ईश्वर कहा क्योंकि ही इज द बॉस ऑफ हिज लाइफ. गृहीत्वा एतानि संयाति. His suitcase goes with him. Vayurgandhani vashaya. Gruhitva means don't take it literally. But Swamiji, the NRI people, they don't carry their luggage. Whether they carry or they put it in transport or they coolies carry, it is they only are carrying finally, no? Because उन्हीं के लिए जा रहा है वो. Understood? So you may say, स्वामी जी क्या मरने वाला अपने सारे इंद्रियों को इकट्ठा करके ले जा रहा है क्या? You don't mean it literally. It is addressed to you wherever you go, the package comes to you. That is the meaning of Gruhitva. Like some people from US come and settle in India. All their luggage they put in the ship. It comes after 1 month. In that 1 month, how many ships it changes, how many people lift it and put it. But when the whole luggage has come after even 2 months and are arranged at home, the guests come when they ask them, अरे इतना सारा कहाँ गए? वो कहते हैं मैं अमेरिका से लाया हूँ. That is what they say, ना? They don't say कि किसी ने लाया करके. So you only Gruhitva Sayati. Even though some others physically did it, but it is he who is the Ishvara, is the owner. They are addressed to him, they come to him. In the same way, physically we may not carry them, but they go with us. That is the meaning of he takes them with him. Gruhitva etani sanyati vayu gandhani va ashaya. And which are those indriyas manasheshtani? In the next sloka it is said. The names of them, which are all very familiar to us. That is what we misuse and destroy our life. Shrotram, ears. Chakshuhu, the eyes. Rasanam, sparshanam, sorry. Third one is the skin, touching organ. Rasanam, the tongue, not the tongue, the tasting organ, indriya. Then granam, the nostrils. Grani indriya kehte hain. So Shrotram, Shrotrendriya to listen to the sound. Chakshu, Chakshurendriya to see the forms. Then Sparshanam, the Sparshendriya to touch the touches. Then Rasanam, the taste Indriya, the Rasanendriya for tasting the various tastes. Granam, the Granendriya nostrils for smelling various things. So Shabda Sparsha Rupa Rasa Gandha ko ग्रहण करने वाले श्रोत्र त्वक चक्षु रसन ग्रहण. These are the 5 indriyas. Adhishtaya manahacha, and also the mind. Mind is a boss. Without the mind, none of these things work. The man is the leader. He will he will have to be there all the time behind any of the faculties when they work. When the mind is not there, they can't. Like now, your mind is behind your ears, therefore you are listening, but not behind your nose. Therefore, you are not concerned about which smells are coming. Suddenly, some smell from the kitchen comes, your mind goes to the nose, then your ears, they are not having mind behind, so you don't listen me. तो मन तो होना ही चाहिए. तो अधिष्ठाय मनः च अयम. Then what he was doing with all these faculties when he was in this body, same way what will he do in the next body with his mana and 5 indriyas? Vishayan upasevate. The Shabda Sparsha Prasagandha Vishayas, he will go on getting them, which are result of what karmas he has done. And every Vishaya's consumption has only 2 final results, Sukha or Dukkha. So these topics we'll touch tomorrow. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Little more detailedly I'll explain this. And the next one Bhagwan kehte hain, these people, the moodhas don't understand what exactly happening here. The intelligent people, Jnana Chakshu, they know. They are able to know position of Paramatma, position of Jivatma, position of the Upadhis, position of the Indriyas, the relation between them, which is real, which is unreal. Jnana Chakshu wala sab janta hai. Vimud ko sab nahi pata. वो बस इंद्रियों में फंसा रहता है. These are all important topics. Tomorrow is a crucial class. Om Abadam Bharataram Dataram Sarvasampadam Lokaviramam Sri Ramam Bhuyo Bhuyo Namamyaham Sri Rama Rama Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasrama Tattuliyam Rama Namavaranane. Om Sri Ramachandra Parabrahmane Namaha Srimad Valmiki Ramayanam अयोध्या कांडम शततम सर्गः कच्चित् सर्गः श्रीराम कृतो राजनीति धर्मोपदेश भरतं प्रति. So yesterday we saw the 18th and 19th sloka also. So today 19th and 20th we chant. 19th ka reminder, 20th ka arth. I am telling every day one because so many classes we are doing. It is your job to remember and write the notes of what is heard yesterday. So to be a effective Raja, even Praja or Mantri, how we have to be preparing ourselves, maturing ourselves, that Bhagavan Rama is teaching, which are any day the required knowledges. Either you become Raja with all the quality, or when the Raja is there, you can question him, Raja ko aisa hona chahiye karke. You can suggest him, Raja ho ya Mantri ho. Rajaneethi Dharma is to follow for the Raja, for Praja to remind to the Raja. And Praja also part of the Rajyanga Rajaniti, they also have their own rules to follow. So what is the 90th sloka? Kachin mantrayase naikaha kachinna bahubhissaha kachitte mantrito mantraha rashtraam na paridhavati kachidartham vinishchitya laghumulam mahodayam kshipramarapase kartum nadirghayasi raghava kachidartham vinishchitya laghumulam mahodayam kshipramarapase kartum nadirghayasi raghava. For you, the youth, each of these instructions, guidances are so powerfully important. I expect you are such wise to understand and receive, not a buddhu bevakuf murakha, either not to come to class or even come not registering. Don't be such a foolish fellow, becoming cheat of yourself, deceiver of yourself, shatru of yourself. Even though Guru and God are blessing us with the great guidance. So yesterday's point was Kachit mantrayase naikaha. Hope you are not thinking and planning and deciding in the interest of the country by all alone. Don't do that. Second one, Kachinna Bahubhi Saha. Hope you are not making these discussions in the interest of the country public so much that anybody will say anything and you are not having any proper decision to do. Those who are mantris whose list was given above the qualities, with them you have to do the mantrana. Every of our successful rajas had this Kulaguru, Purohita, and also the mantri. Even though Raja 100% is correct, he will not finally decide. If he decides, he is a dictator. He is dictating the terms. No, he puts the proposal in that mantri mandala meeting. Then people says very good, best. They all agree together. They share the workload. If some of them have the suggestion to improve, they suggest and Raja accepts it. Some they say a better idea than this, he will accept. Because it's not the idea important, it's not you and I are the important ones who gave the idea. The important thing is it helping in improving the country, in serving the country? That's important. Therefore, neither all alone nor with many, but those people who are very confidential, trustworthy, lovers of the nation and praja, उनके साथ. दो बातें इंपॉर्टेंट हो गया कल का. थर्ड वन वाज वेरी क्यूट. व्हाट इज इट? कि कच्चित ते मंत्रितः मंत्रः. The decisions, policies which you have made along with your meeting people, rashtraam na paridhavati. Hope it is not going beyond the frontiers of your nation to the enemies and making them powerful and destroyers. So are these secrets maintained, etc.? अब देखो मजेदार बात. 2 मिनट पहले आई गॉट ए मैसेज. 2 मिनट पहले दैट पिक्चर मैसेज वेरी क्यूट वन. यही बात उसमें बताया देर अबाउट द न्यूक्लियर डील. When our ex-great Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee ji and the President that time Abdul Kalam APJ, when they made the things, then Prime Minister asks him, the President ko, ki is everything done properly? Whatever the nuclear things that he had done. The President tells the Prime Minister, सब कुछ हो गया है, but hopefully it doesn't leak anywhere. President saying. Then हंसी मजाक में the Vajpayee was saying to Abdul Kalam ji, why will it leak? There's no problem because both of us are bachelors. I was so happy reading it. That's such a relevant thing here. शादी तो हुआ नहीं तो she will force and make all emotions to know the secret from us. And when we reveal it to her tomorrow, already it is broadcasted toward the world. So we have no problem in a lighter sense. Or the Prime Minister was saying to him, both are bachelors, कोई टेंशन नहीं है उसका कि सीक्रेट रिवील होएगा करके. So that later way, having said so, the serious aspect is what? As much thinking and deciding the policies is important, so much is to maintain the secrecy. याद रखना हमारे चारों तरफ अनेक अनेक भयंकर शत्रु होते हैं इन केस ऑफ राज्य परिपालना. एवरीबडी वांट्स पावर, एवरीबडी नो. अभी देखो प्रेजेंट गवर्नमेंट को कितने शत्रु अंदर है. एवरीबडी फ्रॉम आउटसाइड आर प्रेजिंग हिम. All want him to be the prime minister of their country, and within the country, on the name of this opposition party, how much shatrus they are trying to pull him down and all that. Everywhere hota hai. That is how the world outside. You can't avoid. So there are shatrus. So you have to be very careful, confidential. You can't leak the secrets. In all our Indian happenings of last 100 years, whether the Mughals have attacked and destroyed us, Britishers, all of them were only because of the untrustworthy betraying these people only. Some of the inner people only who have leaked it, and that's happened. So the other day, the Maoists were saying, no, 29 of them were killed. They were saying that we were cheated by secrets were revealed. Anywhere it is so. That group is not correct. I'm just telling you example that there are shatrus. So maintain the secret. याद रखना हर एक चीज हर एक से शेयर नहीं करना. No. Only God and Guru. Not even wife or husband or anybody. There are some very personal. Because कोई किसका नहीं होता. जब कोई फाइनेंशियल प्रॉब्लम, पावर का प्रॉब्लम आता है. You see in politics, nobody is anybody's friend. Like in Andhra Pradesh, you can see what a funny everyday war is going on. Elections का time आ रहा है ना अभी May 13 को. Today is April 21, 2024. The parties which were against each other, the one because of whom the whole party, the government only collapsed. वाजपेयी वाला अब दोनों मिले हैं. अब कब तक मिलेंगे, पावर मिलने तक उसके बाद क्या करेंगे नहीं पता. So whatever common agendas are there, you can share because you have to know other way. But still your personal, internal, intimate secrets, you can't share. The inner strategies. That is the meaning of KACHCHITH mantritaha mantraha rastram na paridavati. Hopefully you are maintaining those secrets. Everything, the security related, the finance development related, the educational related, जो universal good के लिए है वो दे दो. In which there is no loss for you. Spiritual ज्ञानम you give everywhere. किसी को भी मिला हमको उससे नुकसान नहीं है. Because spiritual knowledge never gets reduced because when it is shared with others. अब इंडिया ने पूरे दुनिया को योग सिखाया June 21 नेक्स्ट मंथ दिस डे. बट इंडिया का योग तो खत्म नहीं हुआ ना उससे. So India gave scriptural knowledge. From this only, every religion has come in the world. All of them know, they accept it. The Kattar Pankti Bevakuf, they don't do, but everybody knows the mother of religions is Sanatana Dharma. By spreading our Sanatana Dharma to others, we have not lost. Our stupid Indian Sanatana Dharma may not follow है, वो बेवकूफ है तो है ही. And others, those people, वो माँ के कोक को लात करने वाले मारने वाले, they may try to destroy Sanatana Dharma. That is their mistakes. But by the mere fact and act of spreading the moksha marga, we are not losing it. वो चीजें ठीक है चल सकते हैं. But other trade secrets, the financial secrets, the protection from the shatru वाला, वो leak नहीं करना चाहिए. Now you see you are studying Ramayana, mind you, samvada between two brothers, Rama and Bharata, but talking about Rajaneethi, and is this knowledge eternal? Because the knowledge in our Shastras are eternal, the Shastras are eternal. And in the Shastras, the knowledge is because of the eternality, the Sanatana Dharma also sustains eternally. Nobody can dare do anything to it. Okay. Now the next श्लोक में क्या है? बहुत बढ़िया है thought. I'll touch it today, explain as I explained the earlier shloka in detail tomorrow. Bhagavan says, Kachchid artham vinishchitya. Once you have made a policy, a decision, a project, artham vinishchitya. And how the policy should be made, how a plan should be made, how the project should be made. The way Bhagavan Rama teaches here is the ultimate. What he says, ki laghu moolam maha udayam. What is the meaning of it is that particular project should involve minimum investments, laghu moolam, and maha udayam, the maximum dividends or profits. तो इससे बढ़कर कोई दिमाग हो सकता है क्या जहां इन्वेस्टमेंट्स आर मिनिमम, आउटपुट्स आर द मैक्सिमम. हमारा दिमाग ऐसा होना चाहिए. लेस एफर्ट्स मोर प्रॉफिट्स. इट्स नॉट ए लेजी पर्सन पॉलिसी. ऑल्सो ऐसा ही होता है, मैं कुछ नहीं करूंगा लेकिन सब कुछ मुझे मिलना है. नॉट दैट बेवकूफी. हियर वी आर टॉकिंग द विजडम. लेस एफर्ट्स एंड इन्वेस्टमेंट्स मोर एंड मोर रिजल्ट्स. ऐसा तुम लोगों को, तुमको क्या, आर यू मेकिंग योर पॉलिसीज लाइक दैट? Then the second thought, more important than that, is कि क्षिप्रम आरभसे कर्तुम. Are you immediately, instantaneously taking initiative to do that? Nadirgayase Raghava, hope you are not delaying it. See, our Chandrayaan 2 failed. Immediately we came out of that drama or dukkha and started investing. And then the next one we have made them landed there within the 2.5 years time. In that way, the great policies are those in which investments efforts are less, profits are more, and once you have consumed them, immediately without a delay, you have to invest them or you have to implement it, because if you delay it, that may not work later on. Now, is it not the Rajaneethi Dharma so beautiful? Now, our present government is doing that only. करोड़ों घरों में सोलार लगा रहे. Once the solar is done, then Surya Rashmi तो हर घर आता है. No, these dams and then the electrical power projects, then the supply chains in between, the chori hota रहता है, electricity, pani. In the countries, in the areas where you can't go so. Like in every state, such places are there. In our Hyderabad, we have the old city. Nobody can go and ask them, whereas millions of thousands of units of electricity चोरी होता है वहाँ. पानी का चोरी कोई बिल पे नहीं करते, मार डालते हैं वहाँ लोगों को, कोई जाके पूछे तो. नो इलेक्ट्रिसिटी, ये सोलर सिस्टम का ये प्रॉब्लम नहीं रहेगा. जिसने लगा है पैनल वो. एंड सी द लेटेस्ट टेक्नोलॉजी ऑफ small chips are coming for solar energy. The technology is growing so fast, rapidly, because the Lord blesses the humanity to find the alternative sources of energy. In the same way, the Vajpayee Katha, all rivers in the country should be clubbed together so that the water can be supplied, so that the transport can be done. Then, if this is done, there is 10 times more kharcha for all the goods transport when it is on the road than the waters. Then we need not depend for oil on all these फालतू countries. All the people depend करने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ेगी हमको. When we have circle, at least one way तो cost बचेगा ना, कि where the downflow water is there, you take the luggage that way. Then जब आना है रोड पे से आ जाओ. These are all less investment and more profit वाला. Continuously that's going on. कि shortening the roads. दिल्ली अहमदाबाद का डिस्टेंस कम होता है. दिल्ली एक बाजू गुजरात का था, दिल्ली एंड मथुरा का डिस्टेंस. अभी दिल्ली एंड जयपुर, दे आर ऑल व्हाट इन्वेस्टमेंट कर रहे हैं. उसके बाद टाइम इज सेव्ड, एनर्जी सेव्ड, फ्यूल इज सेव्ड. So this shloka talks about it. Few more thoughts. Tomorrow we'll see. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Now Katha Upanishad. We have seen yesterday these 3 shlokas. Up to 17 we saw. Today 18, 19. Only 2 we'll see because they are big ones. Om Atha Shri Krishna Yajurvediya Katha Upanishad Pratamodhyayah Ditiya Vallim Saptadasha Ashtadasha Mantrau. Om न जायते म्रियते वा विपश्चित् न जायते म्रियते वा विपश्चित्. दिस इज देयर इन गीता. न जायते म्रियते वा विपश्चित्, न जायते म्रियते वा विपश्चित्, नायं कुतश्चिन्न बभूव कश्चित्, नायं कुतश्चिन्न बभूव कश्चित्, नायं कुतश्चिन्न बभूव कश्चित्, नायं कुतश्चिन्न बभूव कश्चित्, अजो नित्यः शाश्वतोऽयं पुराणः, अजो नित्यः शाश्वतोऽयं पुराणः, अजो नित्यः शाश्वतोऽयं पुराणः, अजो नित्यः शाश्वतोऽयं पुराणः, न हन्यते हन्यमाने शरीरे, न हन्यते हन्यमाने शरीरे, न हन्यते हन्यमाने शरीरे, न हन्यते हन्यमाने शरीरे. This Om syllable, which is indicating Paramatma, the Paramatma's Lakshanas are that it is not perishable, destroyed by any of these sources of destruction. सेम थिंग गीता सेकंड. थोड़ा हियर विपश्चिताया, उधर कदाचित. न जायते म्रियते वा कदाचित, नायं भूत्वा भविता वा न भूयः, अजो नित्य शाश्वतोऽयं पुराणः, न हन्यते हन्यमाने शरीरे, वेदा विनाशिनं नित्यं य एनमजमव्ययं, कथं स पुरुषः पार्थ कं घातयति हन्तिकम्. Gita second chapter, same here also. Same 2-3 shlokas. न जायते म्रियते वा विपश्चित्, नायं कुतश्चिन्न बभूव कश्चित्, अजो नित्य शाश्वतोऽयं पुराणः, न हन्यते हन्यमाने शरीरे. Second line is same. न जायते म्रियते वा विपश्चित्, नायं कुतश्चिन्न बभूव कश्चित्, अजो नित्य शाश्वतोऽयं पुराणः, न हन्यते हन्यमाने शरीरे, न जायते म्रियते वा विपश्चित्, नायं कुतश्चिन्न बभूव कश्चित्, अजो नित्यः शाश्वतोऽयं पुराणः, न हन्यते हन्यमाने शरीरे, न जायते म्रियते वा विपश्चित्, नायं कुतश्चिन्न बभूव कश्चित्, अजो नित्यः शाश्वतोऽयं पुराणः, न हन्यते हन्यमाने शरीरे. Next one. This was 18th one. Now the 19th one. हन्ता चेन्मन्यते हन्तुगं, 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 हतश्चेन्मन्यते हतं, हतश्चेन्मन्यते हतं, हतश्चेन्मन्यते हतं, हतश्चेन्मन्यते हतम्. उभौ तौ न विजानीयात्, उभौ तौ न विजानीयात्, उभौ तौ न विजानीयात्, उभौ तौ न विजानीय, सारी उभौ तौ न विजानीतः, उभौ तौ न विजानीतः, उभौ तौ न विजानीतः, उभौ तौ न विजानीतः, नायं हन्ति न हन्यते, नायं हन्ति न हन्यते, नायं हन्ति न हन्यते, नायं हन्ति न हन्यते. हन्ता चेन्मन्यते हन्तुं, हतश्चेन्मन्यते हतम्. उभौ तौ न विजानीतः, नायं हन्ति न हन्यते, हन्ता चेन्मन्यते हन्तुं, हतश्चेन्मन्यते हतम्. उभौ तौ न विजानीतः, नायं हन्ति न हन्यते, हन्ता चेन्मन्यते हन्तुं, हतश्चेन्मन्यते हतम्. उभौ तौ न विजानीतः, नायं हन्ति न हन्यते, हन्ता चेन्मन्यते हन्तुं, हतश्चेन्मन्यते हतम्. उभौ तौ न विजानीतः, नायं हन्ति न हन्यते. ऊपर का श्लोक में न जायते मृते वा, इधर neither born nor dying. These all have come earlier also in Gita and all. Vipashchita is a pure consciousness. Nayam Bhaguva, he has no cause from him, from whom he has come. Nayam Kudaschit na Bhaguva Kaschit. Neither he is a cause of everything, anything, nor he has a cause. Then Ajo Nitya Shastram Purana is unborn, is eternal and unmodifying, he is eternal. Then Anitya Manmane Sharire, when the bodies die, he will not die. This is the first shloka meaning. Second shloka is those who imagine that it is killed, they think it is killed. Those who imagine that he is a killer, they think he is the killer. The reality is neither is the killer nor is the killed. Uvau tauna vijanita. Nayam hanti na hanyate. The pure self is never a killer nor a killed. The killer and killed means the doer and doing, the one on whom the action are working. They are all imaginations. That is called as Jeeva, which we have studied in Bhagavad Gita today only. The Karta Bhokta is the Jeeva. In Paramatma, there is no Kartrutva Bhoktrutva. On Paramatma, the projection of Kartrutva Bhoktrutva is the birth of Jeeva, is the cause of Jeeva. See the subtle knowledges when you study Shastras. That's the beauty of these slokas. Okay, both of them together. न जायते म्रियते वा विपश्चित् नायं कुतश्चिन्न ममोवगश्चित् अजो नित्यशाश्वतोऽयं पुराणः न हन्यते हन्यमाने शरीरे हन्ता चेन्मन्यते हन्तुं हतश्चेन्मन्यते हतम् उभौ तौ न विजानीतः नायं हन्ति न हन्यते ॐ दुर्जन सज्जनो मुयात् सज्जन शान्तिमाम्यात् शान्तो मुच्यते वन्देभ्यः मुक्तश्चान्यान् विमोचेत् असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा मृतङ्गमय ओम पूर्णमद पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ओम शांति 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 हरि ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो परमऋषिभ्यो परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे ओम तत्सत् ब्रह्मार्पणमस्तु। बोल श्री कृष्णचंद्र भगवान की जय, गीता माता की जय, वेदव्यास भगवान की जय, रामचंद्र भगवान की जय, श्री रामायण महाशास्त्र की जय, वाल्मीकि भगवान की जय, श्री कठोपनिषद श्रुति माता की जय, अमरनाथ भगवान की जय, नचिकेत भगवान की जय, बोलो वैष्णव संतर की जय, सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय, आज के आनंद की जय, नम पार्वती मते हर हर महादेव हर सर्वत्र गोविंद नाम संकीर्तन गोविंदा गोविंद जानकी जीवन स्मरण जय राम राम अम्बे अम्बे श्री आदि पराशक्ति गीता माता की जय, समस्त श्रोता भक्त साधक सेवक उपासक जिज्ञास धर्म संस्थापक गण की जय, समस्त युवा मंडल की जय, भारत माता की जय, सनातन धर्म की जय, वैदिक हिंदू संस्कृति की जय, आध्यात्मिक जीवन विधान की जय. So while chanting all these things, we send the thoughts of Jaykara to all these and they will slowly work. That is our contribution. Thank you, friends. Yeah, that's